Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to bring MG up some ideas on debate. That's whether the space fabric material is stretching as conventional physics explains, or that the space field is I increasing in its element. That is, more space is in constant increase coming from underneath. This idea has been debated, and measuring the stretching of light, redshift measurements have accelerated as the means for this theory, but chemistry and physics mechanics lead more over on the idea that it is the underlying current of the Big Bang event is the first cause, and it is creating the expansion as well. The universe is getting more space rather than stretching existing space like a piece of fabric. Why more space is better than stretching. When popular science says space is stretching, it creates a misleading mental image of a rubber sheet getting thinner. In reality, the fundamental properties of space do not change as it expands. No thinning out. If space were literally stretching, you might expect the fundamental vacuum of space to become diluted or weaker. It does not. A cubic meter of empty space today has the exact same properties, vacuum energy, and laws of physics as a cubic meter of empty space did billions of years ago. Constant density of dark energy. This is the smoking gun. As the universe expands, the density of normal matter drops because it gets spread out. However, the density of dark energy remains completely constant. As new volume appears, new dark energy appears right along with it to keep the density identical. The universe is literally generating more vacuum. General relativity, the metric of space in physics. This is explained through Albert Einstein's general theory of relativity using a concept called the metric. The metric is a mathematical ruler that dictates the distance between coordinate points. When the universe expands, the galaxies themselves are sitting perfectly still at their local coordinates. They are not being ripped apart or subjected to a drag force. Instead, the metric ruler changes so that more units of space now exist between those coordinates. Galaxies are not being spread apart. Locally, your insight that galaxies aren't being spread apart from each other is also entirely correct on a local scale. Inside a galaxy, like our Milky Way, or a tight group of galaxies, the binding force of gravity completely overpowers the generation of new space. The expansion only wins in the massive, lonely voids between unbound galactic superclusters where gravity is too weak to hold them together. Summary of your insight: you are entirely correct. Galaxies are not being pulled apart through space by a physical force. Instead, the universe is continuously creating more empty space between distant galaxies, changing the geometric distance between them without altering or thinning out the properties of space itself.